Okay, so we left off the story with Moses and the burning bush, where God told Moses that he was the one who was going to free the Hebrew people out of Egypt, free them. So Moses was nervous, but he trusted God, and he went to Pharaoh and he said, Pharaoh, I just spoke to my God, and he told me to tell you that you must let my people go. What do you think Pharaoh said? Ha! You think I'm just going to let you go? You are my slaves. I will never let you go. But Pharaoh, God said so. God's not going to be happy. You will be punished if you don't listen. Ha! You think your God will punish me? We'll see about that. So, Pharaoh did not let the people go. And do you know what God did? God sent the plagues. Plagues are really bad things that are happening to the whole Egypt. And every single time God sent a plague, Pharaoh said, ha, you think that's cool? Well, I'm going to make my wizards do the same thing. And he had his little wizards, magicians, kind of try to be like God. But could they ever be like God? No. So, what are the 10 plagues? Do you know what any of them are? Dam is blood. Tzfardea is frogs. Kinim is lice. Arov is wild beasts. Dever is cattle disease. Shchin is boils. Barad is hail. Choshech is darkness. I am forgetting one. Dam Tzfardea, Kinim, Arov, Dever, Shchin. I have to look this up. Which one am I forgetting? Okay, Choshech. Hail. Huh. Sorry, Elodim. I thought I had this memorized. Okay, here's the one I'm forgetting. Locusts. How did I forget the locusts? Locusts everywhere. And then complete darkness, we said. And the last one is really bad for the firstborn of the Egyptians. So let's go through those and talk about that a little bit. Blood. The first plague turned all of the Egyptians' water into blood. All the river, everything turned into blood, but it was only for the Egyptians. The plagues did not happen to the Jewish people. They only happened to the Egyptians. There is a story that says that an Egyptian and a Jew put their hand, they were holding a glass of water together. And the half of the side on the Egyptian side was red, and the half of the side on the Jewish side was still water. So that kind of helps you understand. So all their water turned to blood. Frogs. There were frogs jumping everywhere, all over. And I'm not just talking about like a few frogs. I mean, they were everywhere, all over the ground. Every step you took, there were frogs. Lice. Oh, lice is when you have these tiny little bugs that live in your hair and your body, and you itch everywhere, and it's so itchy and it's so unbearable. Wild beasts. It would be like if they let all of the zoo animals go loose and crawl and run around town. It was very scary. And then Dever is cattle disease. That's when all of the cows and we get a lot of our food from the cows, and so they would make the Egyptian cows sick, and then they couldn't give the Egyptians food anymore. So that wasn't good. I'm going to talk more about the rest of the plagues tomorrow and more about what Pharaoh said. But today, one of my songs will be about the 10 plagues. But every single time there was a plague, Moses would go back to Pharaoh and say, see, told you, now let my people go. And what did Pharaoh say every single time? No, no, no. I will not let them go. Okay, so check out my 2 songs today because it's both about this.